Monkey! Ah, today was a very exhausting day. I'm really glad I'm in front of my desk with a hot tea and now chill a little bit. So let's begin, I guess. Hey Phil. Welcome. Where did we leave? We were going to add the AI for our little primal orbling. And we found out that the normal behavior is not implemented. I'm not sure if I'm not seeing things, but it seems like it's not doing what it should do. And I cannot just go to the boss and check right now. Or should I? I could check when if I switch things in my game. Can I even survive it? I would need to load my old save file. I'm too lazy to do it. How many functions are on the top? I don't know. I never touch these. They're just all the ones that are open here. I don't use this tab thing. I just open it here and then it just lands up there. Can I like disable these tabs? I don't know. I mean, I still need this one. Do you use them? I see. Well, my battle controller is a huge thing. One of the reasons why I need to refactor it. This very smelly piece of code, as you can see, like it has a lot of functions here. A lot of variables too. But I mean, it just covers every single stage of the battle as a function and then flows through it, so that's why there are so many. Yeah, I have nothing complex. I have only big things that fire once. Now, data ability, data asset stuff, initialize. I think this should be the thing. And here we need to do it now. When the boss goes in here and everything is met, it now needs to get the target from its AI. As we can see, the AI is here. It should do the AI call function here, which is this procedure. And this procedure, depending on what AI we are in, will do the targeting. Special AI. Now, if I plug the normal AI in, does the standard AI break from that? No, it does not, because it just looks here. Anything else break? No. So we are golden. This one gets overwritten anyway. This one is not used. And this one is set anyway at the beginning, so it never changes. We are good with this guy. Let's go to our primal orbling. Now what I'm doing here is will probably get changed at some point. But what I'm doing is I'm checking if the front orbling is valid or if it's dead. Now, if it's dead, it probably is still valid, right? What I need to do is orbling alive? If not valid, and if not alive, I guess. This one will probably always be true, I would assume. But just to be sure, let's keep it in. So if it is alive, it should do something else, but if it's false, it goes down here and makes the laser. That's the first step. The second step is some kind of flip-flop that goes between these two. So we can just use a variable here. Attack pattern flip-flop. And then we can say if attack pattern is false, it does the single attack, and if it's true, it does the multi-attack. Or we could also do it the other way around and do the flip-flopping in front. We don't have to. Okay, let's do it the other way around. So it will be true the next round. Set get not bool, and here's the flip-flop. All right. Now what? Lightning. This will be true because of this. Lightning, and the next round it will go to fire. And since when we use laser, this does not get affected, it memorizes what attack to use next round. So this is now done. And will work. We also have like a function that's called select ability by index. But I think that's a function that should be used everywhere and not be overwritten. Current, so we are actually done here. Okay, so this needs to be in here. All met. Not enough and no ability information will not happen. Oh wait, this will happen. No ability information is always true now. Probably. Ability requirement state. We need to check how this is getting set. Because right now we are in a special case where this is always true. I think. Let's search for this. Alright, already promising. Met. Okay, these don't matter. What matters is probably here. Every time when I hear the sentence, here's what matters, my AI senses get triggered. Because the AI says that so often. There are some key sentences or words that I read on tweets or whatever, and I know, yeah, high probability this was written by AI. And it's all over. Like some months ago, I had a support ticket, and the external supporter wrote very, very strangely. I wonder if they were translating what they said into AI, or they actually asked them to be professional and then got a AI answer that they just copy pasted in. Because I had to repeat a lot of things and they're like just turning in circles. Not enough MP, I don't care. Not enough. All met. Where is it? That's the one. Yeah. So here we're looking in with the formation element. And this will always be that. But this is a summoner. Boss one never gets this. This is actually no problem. This is only relevant for summoners. Good. So that's not a problem, which means the pipelining is almost done. Wait. Where are we here? Okay. So boss and whatever comes here, selects the ability, and then gets the ability by this. It should be working kinda right now. We already have some abilities in there. I wonder if this already triggers something. Let's find out. It would be funny if this already works. What's a message? Back. Okay. Here comes the guy. Yes, so we start our rounds, maybe? No valid ability. Ability has no ability type. Interesting. Okay. Here. Why does this not get it? I mean, the ID is probably correct. I need to look at the... Laser, lightning, fire. That. Lightning. Fire. Does not get fired? Laser will not happen. Here. So we can determine if this is actually happening. And then we need to be in here, I believe. Crystal uses it, so we cannot do it while in that fight. Okay, now we have to... see. Doing this. Huh. It didn't go to the things. How? This is not the problem. It actually... it's not able to do this stuff. But how? Oh wait. Primal orbling battle AI doing this. Where is that? Oh, okay. I don't care about that. God damn it. I should delete that message. Oh my god, my eyes, man. Fallen are killing me. Wait, what? Huh. Oh well, it's... how did this happen? It didn't even go to the AI stuff. How does that... I don't understand. Tries to do this. Get orbling ability type. I do it in front of here. What's the difference between that and this? Where does that happen? Get ability data assets. Get orbling ability type. Why are we using this? Where is that relevant? Only here. Do charge! Because of the charging. Oh. It needs to happen here. Let's see. We are using it only here, but maybe we should... We have the AI here, maybe that's the way to go though. This... this could be a problem. Maybe. Maybe not. Means we have to delete the other one. Okay, now this works. And I'm looking forward to next week. I will have like a long weekend. So something is happening, but there are errors around. We have to now find these errors and remove some prints, I guess. NMBP cannot read it. Orbling VE. I cannot have it. Why? I mean, the animation is probably not even that, is it? Problem. I'm not doing the override. Excuse me. So we are setting this as the primary right now, which shouldn't be. We need to set this as a secondary in there. Maybe I need to split these, because if I don't do that, I cannot overwrite this. And we have to override it. Also need an idle animation, else all these errors will pile up. Oh wait. Okay. What? No, I must be mistaken. Yes. We here with lightning. And it tries it again? How did that happen? Hold on. There is something majorly wrong here. Local orbling. How can this fire 2 times? Did I press 2 times? No, I stopped. Oh, this is... Maybe I need to... We need to check this. Important. They're strange. Again. So that function is getting fired 2 times. I mistaken with my assumption that this is getting only once. I mean, there is only one place, but I guess this thing is getting fired 2 times. Charge animation. Does this get fired 2 times? I mean, there's no other way, right? This needs to be fired only one. But we need to know which orbling doing this. ID get thing. Try again. Okay, so it is not getting fired there. Something else is... Okay, maybe I should search globally. Maybe that's the problem. We are going in here. Are we using this anywhere else? No. How does it do it then? Using this anywhere else? It's the standard battle controller here. That's the only place where that happens. Fighting entity. Uh-oh. Using this. It is firing it. Maybe I was wrong. We just can't find the correct position of that function. There it is. This is getting fired somewhere. But we can't find it. Look for the name. Aha. Well, you look at that. There is a corruption going on. Was not able to list these. I was wrong, we actually have it implemented already. Current ability. When ability is done, do fighting entity battle AI procedure. And then it's do FAI procedure. And that can be anything. Here we just go. So my boss is actually doing this. Is actually able to do this. The procedure happens right after the ability. Means the selection happens there too. Maybe not a good idea. Because now I cannot know what is the current situation of the Almighty. Give me a moment. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Where was I? Yeah. Problem is, this procedure happens after, right after the ability is done. I mean, we can do it there, of course, too. But now the entity cannot react to the situation at hand. So if I have a boss, it will not be able to read anything that is currently in front of him. I could only implement things that could predict things. I mean, that's fine if I want to fake it. As in, not fake it, more like simulate a human player, but most of the things will be special cases and like bosses, etc., and standard guys, which should react a little or have the freedom to react to the situation. They can, of course, I can still make them stupid. That's not the problem. Actually, that's exactly why I should do this, because if I do it before the attack would happen, I have like the possibility to fake it, but also the possibility to react accurately. If I do it afterwards, we have a problem. Because then I can only predict. There is no more accuracy or possibility for accuracy. So how do we undo this? Where is this anyway, this function? At the fighting entity. Just sends the battle AI. So we could kill this. This will happen when the ability is done. Now we already have the functionality that it is doing it at charge time. Jump magic stance not set. Ability has no. So we already do it here. Do we also say, hey, at rounds? I see. That can happen. Okay, so if I just remove this, it should work. And it should work for the older cases too. This changes nothing for the behavior of the other the island fights, I believe, but we have to test it. I mean, I have no behavior that actually looks for things, so it is clear that it cannot break. But who knows, right? Maybe there is something that it needs that is just deleted at that point, but I don't think so. Because we already looked at the code. There is nothing. There's just either ID goes up or that's it. No code. So I think now this should work better. And not jump to the next thing. Let's see. Skip this. And start the battle. And then the second one shouldn't happen. Very good. Perfect, it works. So next time it would just do the fire thing. Okay. The abilities fire. We have some errors. There's like some assets are not pointing correctly. I think some animation stuff is of course not working because of this guy. We have to fix that. Actually, all the errors is because of that. What is this? Special FE. Primal orbling has no element entry in special table. It's the special table. You have to look at this. Anything else? Let's remove the hymns, I guess. And then we have to search for this thing. Copy, stop. Search for the hymns. Where were the hymns? Battle AI, primal orbling. Here. Okay. Oh great, we can't find this. Oh, because of this. What is this? Oh, I see. Of course. Means this is also wrong. Where? When do we use this? Where is this? At class stats. Go from name, which means battle. like this. Can you search for entries in all data tables? Yeah, me neither. But I'm too lazy to look it up. Okay, that's a problem. I think we had a hard-coded thing for this. Not vote on us. It seems like most problems are now the animation blueprint of the angel. We have something here though. Could be because this does not do any damage, but I don't know. Only happened once. No, it happens all the time. You have to find this. Oh my god. I wonder if I sneeze, what happens to my microphone? Till now I was always able to mute myself. But I have a big dad sneeze. Yeah, I muted it. Or were you able to hear anything from the sneeze? At the start, me inhaling? Or was there actually exhaling? Or the explosion? Where does this happen? Start and battle function lib. Here somewhere? Some division? Oh hey Gargon! Hello, hello! Failing the start of the explosion. I see. How are you doing, Gargon? Welcome, welcome. Where do I do the division? Calculate stat? Wonder. Somewhere. I have the function name at least. Called by. That's so stupid. It's not saying where. It just says, hey, 0 division. But not where. Imagine. It just says, hey, in this asset somewhere there's a null as 0 division. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Unreal. Could be a null division here. Attack, base, multiplier stat. Probably this one, right? The little monkey is pretty good. I mean, the pollen are trying to kill me, but other than that, I'm fine. It was an exhausting day actually, but now I'm chilling. Should I just make a... Let's make a print here and then see if it's that. Let's call this error. Hello Gargon. Yeah, pollen are bad. Look, look! The first battle in the game. The intro battle. We are trying to fix this crystal. Is it? I think it's a little convoluted. I need to reduce the craziness. Let's skip this. And we won the fight. Now. Oh, dude. Yeah, it didn't hit me that hard yet. My eyes have some kind of gunk there, but it's not itchy. A little bit itchy, not red. You have to remove the trail. And the camera work. Also wrong. Hello Gargon, here it is. I was right, the division is from there. Okay, which means attack base multiplier is just 0, that's why that happens. Where do I... Is it because my stats are 0? I mean, could be. If I set the stats of my angel here. Doesn't matter. What matters are these things. This thing needs to be something. Say, I don't know, 100, doesn't matter. That's defense, we don't care. But let's give it 100 everywhere. Just to have something. That should take care of that, I think. Element not set. Important. I bought. Again. How do you know that you inherited it? Doesn't it happen with your own immune system that it just picks it up at some point? We still have a divided by 0 though. Guess I have to dive into this a little deeper. Received damage. Damage. Barriers. I don't care about the barrier. Attack by base multiplier. Oh, wait. How does the attack have 0? I mean, it goes with the ability data asset. How does the power get... Oh. Oh, that can't be... Okay, we need to look into this. Since birth? I didn't even know that's a thing. Damn. Unlucky, dude. Okay, let's go to that fight again. Need to pin this down. Do you have seasons or are you allergic year round? I think one of these is 0 and it cannot be the power. It must be that calculation that turns 0 there. Let's see what happens. Well, this is 30. Going in here. Getting a base ID. Maybe this is a problem. Thing is probably not set. Out of scope? Why? Don't do this to me. Get base stats data. I think this is the problem. Goes to special. Means we are out of luck here. Base stats is then 0. I think we need to do our fix here too then. Damn. This thing fails on us right now. Base ID is special, right? Where do we do special? Monkey is a little confused. Here, base ID is special. getting overwritten then? What the hell is this for? We have a base ID here, but also one here. Early flowering plants. Wait, birch is not a flower. But I guess I know what you mean. I see. When I went to testing, everything was like positive, which means like I'm allergic to all pollen, but in varying degrees. Very strange. Oh, Junge. Will this fix it? Will this get rid of the 0? There we go. Now it's still 0. What? How? How this? What? This was 100. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. What? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Uh-oh. Oh. It happened. Multiplies with 0. Something divided by 0. Of course! 0 divided by something is fine. We cannot just... I was looking at the wrong part, found a different bug. God damn it. How stupid. Wait, what? Because of the defense? Hold on, what? Where is this? Where are we looking here? Defense type, so we're looking at the defense. Fine, I understand. So, setting, spirit or defense, so that needs to be set for these guys. Let's set everything actually. Are just the... We need the bases for these. Are here, right? Yeah. So HP is 1, MP is 1, strength is 1. Defense is 1, please. Okay. Same thing here, please. Okay. Should be fixed now. If it's fixed, all we have to do is work on the primal orbling and separate some stuff. Oh, couldn't have. Oh, it's KO. That's good. Well, it should KO 2 more things. It obliterated my formation. There was no sound there though. Might be a problem. But it was able to kill us because it has like this thingy. Oh, because we lost. Now it transported us here. Interesting. Yeah, we have to change the win and lose conditions on that one. There are a lot of errors though. Still, there's something like this, which is a little more concerning. Why does this happen? Access not trying to read sphere skeleton. Why? Why do you need this? Oh, because of the defeat. Because of the defeat. Okay. That should take care of this warning and error, I believe. Although, yes. And I think the rest is really just the animation stuff. But what's this? SDC? Yeah, okay, that doesn't matter. This is just a wrong Zuweisen English. Ah, assigned. Just wrongly assigned. Yeah, I think all errors are gone. The only error we have is that the primal orbling right now has wrong uh-oh. There's something wrong here. I think this is still... Shouldn't it be... Interesting, this is not cleaned up. Okay, this bug we have to clear. Oh, I made a mess. Where do we... on that? This thing should have been cleaned up. Why is it not cleaned up? What's an interaction? Oh, good. Not handling this, am I? How are we spawning this? CC event to fire. Launch. Destroy actor or battle controller. This thing is on its own. Oh god. Does this guy know what this interaction is? This can comment done. Shit. I have info about it. How do I... This is very overwhelming here. My brain just shut off. I cannot make a coherent logical link where, like, my brain is right now blank. I cannot think. It's blacked out. It's very, very annoying. I cannot concentrate on what I need. Where was I? God, come on, man, brain. Concentrate, what's going on? And the chain things, it needs to get cleared out. We don't have the reference from the module to the interaction. Now we want to test or look how to clean up from the other side. Like some kind of battle controller does it, but it gets destroyed, so we cannot do it from there. Could writer do interaction with a setter? Which means every time that this thing spawns, could make a bool that cleans up itself. Don't need initialize interaction. Maybe even here. This is an abstract thing. We need something before that. Okay, so we are here. Interaction, but I need it for command. This guy. Actually, we could have this for all interactions. Never mind. This thing. Will be destroyed after interaction. And then we can promote variable. Like this. This needs to be implemented everywhere. Edit. That needs it, or we can actually do it here probably. Action. How does this guy know that it's done? Probably doesn't know. We have it here now. We know that it is done when it does this refresh. If this just forces the refresh. Chain command interaction. How does execute command go again? Not done yet. Command chain done. This start CCM refresh, so this starts it again. Yes. Cannot add it there. We'll add it here. True. Destroy. Good. Get rid of it now. Just need to make sure we set this as true. Okay, let's look. Wait. This. Ooh. What an adventure. We really need to work on the camera. Work. Or maybe it's just because I'm not on full screen. Wait. Pause. Done now. It's still there! Okay, why did this not clean up then? How can that happen? Why am I even spawning this? Oh. There's an initialize here. Never mind then, this is needed. Here, yes, so initialization is okay, and then short array size done size whatever. Uh-oh, always false here. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Haha. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. That's funny. That's extremely funny, actually. Could be. Oh, in here. This is important. Check all of this. That. Oh god, they're all not connected. Okay, but now it should be fine. Let's check this again. That was a lucky find. I wanted to dive deeper, but I think that was the error already. Yeah. You have to pause here, find that little guy is here. That needs to be now cleaned up after this sequence. Welp. Did not happen. Because it's probably... Ah! Did happen. But it did not clean up the CCM and... CCMs, why are they still alive? Did they not get cleaned up? They are done, aren't they? Level sequence. How do they get cleaned up normally? Something is going on. Wait, maybe I need to implement that cancel part. Wait, cancel. No. Warning, CCM class cancel implemented. Oops. Did not fire this at all. Don't signal fire for these modules. What if I skip it? Is that the problem? It is. This doesn't get cleaned up because I'm canceling it. Okay, I think it's now cleaning up correctly. Now we can continue with whatever we were doing, I guess. I think, was that in now, where was the actual? Was I? Alright, so let's continue. I guess I'll just go to the fight, right? See if there are any errors. Still the animation. Fine. What happens here? Looks fine. What are these things? All these things seem to be animation related, which means probably because we don't have the right animation on it, this all fails. Just fine. Continue with the annihilation. Looks good. Looks good. We are back on track to get this working. We also found out there was some kind of memory leak that is now fixed. All in all, good progress. Well, the thing is, should I begin these animation stuff? I have to keep in mind I want to add a skip. That skip level sequence will be very important because it needs to be able to, like, we need some kind of functionality that says this sequence is skippable, this one is not skippable. At some point I need to make the skipping functionality not a button press but a hold. And anything that happens in a level sequence that is event based, any triggers, need to be made sure that they are triggered. So that is a whole other beast to conceptualize, I guess. Because I need a system that knows which events did trigger and which need to be triggered still. And then also differentiate between triggers that are not important for whatever happens after the sequence and triggers that are something like, yeah, this gives you now some kind of special item. This one is starting a battle, etc. So these needs to be handled, which means if I skip and it starts a battle, that would also mean that the camera stops at some point. So the camera actually needs to go further while there's a fade. But that also means when some kind of fading is happening, we need to make sure we know where we end the fade so we can look which events we passed while it was fading. So I cannot even do it on press. It needs to be delayed. And what if I skip a thing while it was already ending? Or what if I skip while a battle starts, which also skips everything? Oh my god! we really need to dive into that at some point. It will be important. I need to make this solid, or else it will be very problematic afterward. Okay. How did we solve it here? And we just added this, right? Added this thing. Empty. We are actually making this invisible, and the boost one, this thing. We need to get rid of trail. Orbling. How do I remove the trail? We need the trail in the animation, but we need to remove it from... I could make it default invisible and then set it on. The solution to... Let's do that. Trail. Ability. In game. And then we go to... And then... power playing? Spawned here. Rail. Visibility, where is it? Show? Uh-oh. What do you mean? You cannot set this visible. Ah, hidden. Bad. Oh yeah, visibility is now on, which means trail should be on default. Let's see if it works. I still need to make the ability for the laser attack. That shouldn't be a big issue actually. Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Let's see what happens if it jumps. Yep, the trail is gone now. Ah, but I didn't pay attention if the trail was there in this sequence. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Ah, works. Okay, perfect. That was a simple trick. Good. So all that is now missing is the animation structure of the angel and its laser attack. When we have that, we just need to play around with the stats because the actual logic is already there. The fight is unwinnable. But we maybe want to add some kind of polishing, as in if our laser goes to it, there should be some kind of shielding, maybe. We could even give it a shield barrier, but I'm not sure if that's visually appealing. But we could fake something that looks good. What else? We need a shield, and that needs to break, etc. That is maybe important. We also were thinking about giving the shield of the player some kind of HP, but I'm not sure if I want that. Because I would not know how to scale it. If it's based on attack power, at some point, if the shield is just a level thing of the player, that will cap at level 9, I think. So we will not get any more unless I think about leveling the player at some other things, but no, we cannot do that. It needs to be number based or count or whatever you would call that. Else. Okay, I think tomorrow we will work on the angel, give it some separation so the animation errors stop. Of course, it has no animation, but I could even maybe try to make an animation. No, I can't because it's way too complicated. Other than that, we can start with the polishing. So if the animation tomorrow takes not that much time, I can jump into polishing tomorrow, and tomorrow is Wednesday, so I have another day for Thursday, and maybe this week the intro sequence battle 2 might be done. Which means next week we could even begin with the sequence where the primal orbling fights the crystal, and that will be funny because I have no idea how to animate that. But anyway, I think I will stop here and just chill in VR chat now. So Gargon, Phil, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.